You have an app idea you want to build and market in the next 30 days with the help of AI. But avoiding these three things I'm about to tell you might end up being the reason you're going to end up in court, or probably could you please. This first one in the list is one of the major reasons you're going to see startups in court. There's something we call NDPA in Nigeria. It means Nigerian Data Protection Protocol. Now, other countries have something similar to it, like the Ghana has DPA, Data Protection Protocol. The European Union also has GDPR, it means General Data Protection Regulation. So this is a system that is set up by the government to protect users' data from companies. So as a startup founder, obviously you're going to have access to people's email, phone numbers, names, even locations, and a lot of data that belongs to people. So these organizations, they set rules on how you as a startup founder, and how you're going to use people's data and what you're going to use them for. And they give users the power to either edit or even delete their data completely from your own application. This second one on the list really surprises me that people don't have. Bro, if you have a business and you don't have a registered business name, you don't have a business. You don't have a business if your country doesn't know your startup exists. In Nigeria, you can legally operate your own startup if you're not registered to the Corporate Affairs Commission, which is the ZAC, because you can't even open a corporate bank account. You can't sign legal contracts. And most importantly, you can't even open a Google developer's account to even launch your app there. Imagine launching your app 1 month later, just to realize that there's another startup in Taraba that has been on business for the past 5 years. What do you expect will happen when they come across you? Obviously, you face the consequences on court. This third one, in most cases, is your fault as a startup founder, because you can't have a startup and you don't have a clear user agreement between you and your users. You don't have the rules that say this is what a user can do and this is what it cannot do. Because if a user does something and there's no clear terms and condition in your app, he can do whatever he wants and you don't have a legal ground to stop him. That is why in most cases you see apps and websites have terms and condition. And in most of that terms and condition, there will be a checkbox that says a user should check, meaning he has read it. Because if you decide to put your terms and condition maybe in a single page on your own website or on your own application, which evidence do you have that the user has read it and he has agreed to it? Regardless of what happened, even in court, you have no evidence to show that the user has read it. That is why you see most apps and website has a checkbox, which shows that the user has, when he checks the checkbox, it means he has read and he has agreed to it. That is your proof. So obviously, there are a lot of rules and documents you need to set in place when you're starting your startup. But avoiding these three things I just mentioned will save you a lot of dramas and call up by the court. So my name is Mustafa. My videos are mostly on how to integrate AI into your workflow as a developer and market your app. So obviously, I haven't dropped a lot of things that are legal documents you need to put in place as a startup founder. So if you can remember 2 or 3 or how much, if you can remember any, just drop them in the comment section. I will read them and also other people will also check them out. With that, see you on my next post.